It was deeply impressive, and he gave these CEOs confidence that China is resilient. So if we're going to decide to regulate TikTok, then regulate everybody the same. Allow the trade and investment relationship to become the ballast again of U.S.-China relations. I think it was a long, very relaxed, incredibly impressive meeting, which the president ran. He dealt with a lot of the issues which each of the questioners had raised. He talked about the foreign investment environment. He talked about Chinese economy, the resilience of China's economy. These companies probably had trillions of dollars in sales. And he gave these CEOs confidence that China is resilient, that China will come back, that over the years they've learned that they will stay on the path of reform and opening.
Take TikTok ban as an example. You said if U.S. government wants to regulate social media companies, they should regulate them all the same. Why did you say that?
TikTok has in place data protection that is actually superior to other social media companies in the United States. So if we're going to decide to regulate TikTok, then regulate everybody the same. So the criticism that the Congress has of TikTok is the Chinese government will interfere in TikTok and take the data that TikTok has and use it against America. And I ask, have they ever done that? The answer is no. But they might do it. I said, in what circumstance would they do it? So there's not really an understanding which leads to legislation which is inconsistent with American values.
And do you still believe that the economic and trade relation is still the ballast stone, 压舱石 for our bilateral relations?
It has become less so. You know, I think some of the concerns are all companies are having problems. So the Chinese economy is not as strong. I mean, it's instead of having 8, 9, 10% growth, it has, 5 more or less. So they're having more difficulty. The tariffs have certainly affected that, but there's a feeling among American business that they need a better environment to do business here, and that will then allow the trade and investment relationship to become the ballast again of U.S.-China relations.
So we are celebrating the 45th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between U.S. and China. You were among the earliest that witnessed a critical moment happen.
I was the Xiao Tudou in the State Department working on the establishment of diplomatic relations. That when we, on December 15th, 1978, we announced the establishment of diplomatic relations. We established diplomatic relations on January 1. I think two things. One, I was working so hard and I was so young. I didn't realize that this was the most important thing I would ever do in my life. You're 28 years old. I saw it done and I went, oh, this is so interesting. This is so cool. I didn't know I was witnessing history. Now we're hosting Chinese officials. We're hosting Chinese academics, Chinese think tanks. There's almost not a night that goes by in New York that I don't have a Chinese friend who I'm having dinner with. So the rebuilding